What's up, gorgeous people? Welcome to Figuring Life Out. I'm Camila and happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your Friday 14th. That's the movie. Also, know the horror movie Friday 14th, the 14th, something like that. I don't watch horror movies. Anyway, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this episode, even though I said in last week's episode that I was. Because I don't know, I wasn't sure. But thinking about it, it felt right, especially because it's been 2 years since we talked about this topic in this podcast. So today we are going back to talking about romantic love, because I've changed. It's been 2 years basically. Things have changed. Apparently there's a lot more to have in mind when you are going out there and finding yourself a partner. So yeah, we are going to be discussing today my view and some of the things I think are important as Gen Z trying to get a partner out there, because it's the pool. People say there's a lot of more fish in the sea, but the thing is I'm not seeing them, and I know they are there. They are out there, but like can you come closer? Okay. Anyways, I'm going to try and do this episode shorter than my episodes usually are, because it's a special episode and I'm going to try to go through this as fast as I can. Knowing me, it probably won't happen, but I'm going to try and I'm going to do the best I can. Okay? Anyway, quick reminder before we start. We are available to listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Castbox. You can find us there as Figuring Life Out. Please leave me a review. Please subscribe so I know that you care about this, so I know that I am not literally talking to the air. And you can also find us on YouTube as Figuring Life Out. Figuring Life Out. It's not podcast, it's just Figuring Life Out, I think. Anyway, it's down there somewhere. Okay? When I mean down there, I mean the description of the episode. I'm sorry. That's. Oh wait, you can also find us on Instagram as Figuring Life Out the podcast. Please go there and give me also some love, because I feel like Instagram is not showing my profile to literally anyone that doesn't already follow me, which is concerning. Instagram, you need to do something to fix that, because the whole point is, I already had a round about this with my friend literally like an hour ago, but I feel like I have to share it. Yes, Instagram, it's not been showing my content because I refuse to believe that what I am creating, the type of content that I'm creating, doesn't resonate with anyone else, and that nobody else watches my reel but the people that already follow me, and some of the people that follow me on my personal account. I refuse to believe that. Anyway, you can find us on Instagram as Figuring Life Out the podcast. I am also available on Instagram, Fernanda Mejias Diaz. You can look me up. I think that's also my handle. No, in TikTok it's Fernanda Camila. I'm trying to create content there so I can bring more people into this tiny little ass community. Anyway, that's it. So please sit tight, grab your snacks, your drinks. I already have my water, I always say water of bottle. I already have my bottle of water next to me on the floor. So that's it, and let's begin, because I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. Okay? So, guys, I am excited to talk about this again, because it's been a while. It's been a while and a wild couple of years. Well, it's not been a couple of years because it's been a lot. So, quick update, I'm still single. I have a very funny story about my first date that if you haven't listened to it, you can go to the previous episode. People are unhinged. dating edition, I talk about my experience with my first date in in 7 years, because I haven't been on a date, and I wasn't in a date for 7 years. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. So I finally, back in September. No, it wasn't September. It was August. I feel back in August last year, I went on a first date for the first time, and it was, if you heard, and yeah, that was interesting, and it could make me want to give up. But no, I am trying to be, it's complicated because I want to be more intentional about finding love, but also I want to be focusing on other things, and it's this whole thing that, by the way, I feel like every single person hates, the whole, they will show up when you least expect it. What do you mean by that, Helen? What do you mean by that? Anyway, so I want to unpack with you guys a lot of things that my perspective has changed, and I feel like we need to collectively revisit and think, because our generation is pretty effed up when it comes to dating. And I'm going to start very, very strong with this, but first let me make things clear. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm not gonna lie about it. I am in love with my idea of love, because I have my own idea of love. I know it's not very Disney-like love, because relationships take time, and they take work. But anyway, let's start talking about the it thing amongst our generation, and let's situationships, because one night stands I can understand. Okay, like you were out and about, you were dancing, you saw the cute guy, the cute girl, and you were like, I'm going with him or with her, I'm going with them home tonight because I want to hit that, and that's fine, and I respect that. And I support that, because if that's your thing, go and do it. Just be careful and wear protection. But what I do not respect, and I'm going to, this is the next topic, is a very touchy topic, because people I know might have different opinions about it, but I'm gonna fight you in this, and I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this. You don't need to be on a taking stage with someone for more than, I want to say 3 months, because I want to give you grace. But why are you in a situationship with a guy for 6 months? And I'm judging. I am literally judging, because somebody has to stop this nonsense. If by, and I feel like, because I've seen men say this on social media, that they be like, within the first month or within the first week, we know if we want something with someone. And I'm like, okay, got it, taking notes. And then I see people like being like in a situationship with someone for 6 months because they probably like them, and like this is a very I don't understand that. And I want to say this in full Spanish, but I cannot, because this is an English podcast. Brother, sister, do you think you're a river? Do you have the complex of a body of water that you need to be flowing? Where are we flowing to? Because I hate with all of my heart when someone is like, I don't know, I just want to flow. Dude, you are 30 years old. Where are you flowing? Where are you? You're getting old. Where are you flowing? And I'm not saying, because even though I don't want to get married, I know that not everybody wants to get married. I am not saying that you should be dating to get married always. But if you are in your 30s and you are not looking for something stable, are you okay? Because, and it's not like you are not looking for something stable, and like, no, it's you are not looking for something stable and you are wasting somebody else's time with your BS. If you want to flow, become a river. I don't know. Go flow somewhere else. What are you that you need to flow? I hate that. Don't be that guy. Please, if you are not ready to be in a relationship, don't waste people's time with your BS of I'm not ready. I am not. Go somewhere else. And now, if somebody tells you that they want to flow, go with the flow, and that they are not ready, and that they are not ready for a relationship, why on earth are you there when you want a relationship? Sorry about that. Why? Can you please explain to me why are you there when this person has been very, very clear with her intentions? Why are you wasting your time? We as a generation need to stop with this situationship bullshit, please. Because it breaks my heart when I hear someone has been falling in love with other persons, and then they've been talking for 8 months. What are we doing talking for 8 months? Are you writing my biography by any chance that we need to be talking that much before becoming officially a relationship? Why? No, please. Let's leave. I know it's a little bit late for it. It's never late. Let's leave situationships back in 2024. We cannot be bringing that energy with us this year. Like, we cannot. So please, this topic really bothers me, because what do you mean? You have been talking with someone for 6 months and you don't know if you want a relationship with them or not. If it's this is my favorite phrase when it comes to relationships. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. And you know what? This was, probably you guys know Singles Inferno is a Korean reality show, dating show, where they go to an island for 10 days and they're supposed to fall in love within those 10 days, you know. We all know that it's impossible to fall in love in 10 days, especially with the way the show it's created, but you can actually build a bond in those 10 days. And there is this guy that I loved. Once again, this might be, I don't know, because it's reality TV and you never know with them. But I loved the fact that this guy was like, he sat down, he had 3 love interests, and he sat down 2 of them and told them, this is not gonna happen. To the first one, he was like, there is no time left. I am not going to fall in love with you, and I'm not gonna change my man. And with the second girl that he had more of a bond, he was like, you can pick whoever you want, but I already made my choice. and it's this girl. And it was literally the girl he was after since the beginning. And they only had one day in this. Yeah, they only had one date. And they talk, and for that dude, that was like, yeah, we clicked, that's enough for me. And I love that. Because dude had a very deep conversation with this girl, and he saw that they had things in common, and he was like, that's it. I'm going to give all my attention to this possible relationship, to this bond. I'm going to focus on my attention in her. And kudos to him, because that's how it should be. I'm not saying you should not be talking with, dating people, just trying to find the person correctly for you. But if you are, once again, why are you talking with someone for that long if you are not sure? Because to this guy, 10 days was enough to be like, yeah, I want to try and explore this exclusively. And you, David, are out here saying to this girl that you've been talking with for 8 months that you are still not sure about how you feel about her. Okay, boy. Same with girls. Even though I feel like boys are most likely to gaslight in this aspect. But anyways, don't. If you are the person with the problem, don't. Just have one-night stands. Find, someone to be friends with benefits, even though probably that's not gonna work in the long term. But just go and waste your time somewhere else, and not with a person that is clearly telling you that they want a relationship, that they want to build a family, and you're like, I don't know. Just shove it and leave. The door's that way. Please leave and never come back. Leave and never come back. Now, after my rant about situationships, let me hold your hand whilst I say this. Don't be afraid to ask, what are we? And I had this discussion a few years ago, with one of my friends about, well, if you're going to, and you don't need to ask, because no, I do need to ask because I'm dumb as hell. I'm very, very dumb, and I want you all to act as the dumbest people out there. And if you don't tell me we are in a relationship, by the 3rd month, I am assuming we are just friends, and I'm going to go out there and look for someone that I can actually build a future with. Boys, girls, people, don't be afraid to be the one asking the question, what are we? Because this person clearly, and it doesn't have to be like a very romantic thing. Yes, we will expect for it to be a very romantic gesture, and like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? And you'll be like, yes. But that's not always going to be the case, because we grow up, and that is honestly not that realistic. And some people are not that mushy-wushy. To each their own. But that doesn't mean that you have to be with this, the whole situationship things. You need to ask. I always say, this depends on everyone. I recommend guys, honestly, like 3 months. You don't need to be talking with someone to know if you like them for more than 3 months. I'm sorry, but you don't. You need to be, if you feel like it's been a while, don't be afraid to be the one asking, what are we? Because think about your time. You cannot waste your time with someone that doesn't want the same thing you want. So once again, I give 3 months. That's all I'm willing to give someone. Maybe less. Who knows? If the connection is there. But I'm giving you 3 months. And if in 3 months you won't ask me to be your girlfriend, I'm gonna ask you, what are we? I'm gonna sit you down. I'm gonna ask you, what are we? Because this is what this is what I'm expecting. And if I don't get this and this and this and this, we're done. We are friends. You are my friend. And that's it. I'm not wasting my time anymore with you. I already given you 3 months of my life. And 3 months, it's a lot, guys. 3 months, it's a lot. So I'm asking you, I am begging you to put yourself first and to respect yourself in these matters. When you're with someone and give them, don't be like, but we are not kids. No, but there are people out there that behave as kids when it comes to these matters. And I'm giving you a time. I'm giving you, like, if by 3 months I'm not your girlfriend, we are done. Once again, you are my friend, and that's it. I have nothing else to talk with you about. That was your window and you missed it. So now I'm going to go and find somebody else that has the same goal as me, that I can build life with, and that's it. And that has, I'm sorry with the bracelet. And that's how you guys should be going with relationships. You cannot allow other people to waste your time and disrespect you, because if you're wasting my time, you are disrespecting me. So if somebody else thinks that this is like it's child behavior, because what do you have to ask? Be the child then. Be the child and ask for clarification every time you can. Where are we going with this? What are we? Don't waste your time with people that don't. And and I'm a lover girl. I will give my all. Because I do. I'll give my all when I'm in love. And I feel like it's a beautiful thing. But I am not about to waste my time with someone that does not want the same thing as me. And even now, dating. And see, I like older men. Why? We don't know. I'm going to blame my birth chart. Yeah, I'm going to blame my birth chart and my matrix of destiny. I'm going to put the blame on them. I like older men, and as a young woman in her early 20s, I know that if I also have like I wouldn't date anyone over 10 years at 25, at 23. Yeah, I'm 23. I don't know why I thought I was 25. At 23, almost 24, literally. I wouldn't date nobody that is 10 years older than me. And I'm stretching it. Honestly, with 24, I would stretch it a little bit until 30. And if I happen to date someone that is in his early 30s, I have to be aware that this man is probably dating to get married. That this man probably wants to have kids. And it's my responsibility to communicate with him and tell him, I don't see myself having kids in the moment. I'm open to marriage, but there's certain things that you have to think in my list of things to be, so I can think of you as a husband. And that's it, guys. That's my responsibility. And then this guy that has like this is in this stage of life can decide, okay, I am going to it's okay, I'm going to date you, I don't mind. But every time I am going to remind you that there are things that my mind is not going to change about. And once you start pushing my boundaries, that's it, it's over. And that's my responsibility. Your responsibility is to communicate your needs and your non-negotiables, and communicate where you are willing to compromise in a relationship. And that's the second thing. Relationships take time. Relationships take time. It takes work to build a relationship. And there's this belief in our generation that, well, what if something else is out there? What if something better is out there? You won't find something better. You build something better. And I feel like that's something that a lot of, I'm going to say men, because I'm a woman, I'm a heterosexual woman, and I feel and I see things on the internet that and concern me, because this behavior of, what if something else is better out there? You don't find these things. You build. You think that, you say, well, in my grandma's time, do you think, first of all, back in the day, no, I'm not gonna go there, but they didn't magically find this great thing. They built it. They communicated their needs, they compromise, and they build something. And that is our responsibility. And that's what I want you guys to understand with the whole standards. You should not compromise on things that are important for you. You should not compromise on you, for example, having a career. You should not compromise on you wanting to get married or not, in what you want to live. And you shouldn't compromise in things that are very important for you. But with that said, you need to find common ground with your partner. And it's not gonna happen from one day to the other. And yes, for the first year, a month, the honeymoon phase lasts differently depending on the couple. Everything's going to be perfect, everything's going to be magic, and you are going to love this person because you're blind. You are literally blind. And this person is probably also blind about you, because you are showing your best side and they are showing their best sides. And after that, when the ugly parts start to come out, that's when you start building your relationship. That is when you start meeting the other person for real. You say, okay, that's it. Is this problem something we can work about? Yes, no. Is this something you're willing to compromise about? Yes, no. Are we working towards the same goal? Yes. Am I your friend? Am I your teammate? If you are dating to get married, do you see me as your wife? Do you see me as the mother of your child? These things we need to communicate, and we need to be able to compromise and find common ground in relationships. It's not magic. Yeah. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. I feel like it does. I'm sharing my piece. I'm sharing my piece of advice with you guys, because I feel like we need to set the record straight. Third thing, I don't know if I'm done with that. So guys, communicate and feel comfortable giving ultimatums and asking uncomfortable questions, because otherwise you won't get nowhere. Now, something I've been accused of multiple times, standards. And there's a lot of neat people out there trying to convince us to lower our standards. And yes, some people, because there's people that are kind of delusional, because some things are outrageous. But The bar is on the floor. What do you mean? You want a boyfriend that is loyal? Like that's the bare minimum of a monogamous. Yeah, that's the bare minimum of a monogamous relationship. I think that's how you say. Well, that's the bare minimum of our relationship between two persons, like loyalty. What do you mean that's your standard? And it's sad. It's a very sad thing that our generation has come to. We have the bar on the floor. It's not even, sometimes not even on the floor. It's on hell. And it's okay to have standards, because once again, it's what we are willing to accept in a relationship. Yes, there are people out there that have, in some occasions, like very weird standards, especially those men that want you to cook, clean, take care of the kids, and make money at the same time. Like, what do you think I am? So the lighting has changed because it's already dark outside, and I've been talking for a while, and it's a very gloomy day. Anyway, as I was saying, there are people out there that are trying to convince you to lower your standards because it suits their mediocrity. I think that's how you say it. And once again, I'm talking as a heterosexual woman, seeing what is going on out there, and who's once had a boyfriend trying to convince her that. So, quick story time. My first boyfriend as a semi-developed human being when I was 16 cheated on me, and I was the girl he cheated on his ex with. One time, yeah, it's not my finest moment. I did kiss him while he was still with him, because I was advised poorly, and apparently when he was with me after he told me that no, they were not together, apparently they were still together, and when he eventually ended with her and he was with me, he cheated on me with someone else. And this all happened in a matter of a month. And mind you, this dude, we're having a conversation one day about, first time and everything, and this dude was trying to convince me to have sex with him in a very not discreet way. And I was talking about how mind you, I was 16, freshly 16, but I have always been like a very strong person when it comes to my standards and my values. And I was like, if I fell in love with a guy, yes, I will have my first time with him. This is not the exact same conversation, but it's kind of something like that. If once I fell in love with him, and I'm sure that I love him, it would happen. And this was trying to convince me, like, but not necessarily, not always. You don't have to be in love with someone to have sex for the first time. And I was like, no, you do. And once he realized that he was not getting its way with me, literally like a week or 2 weeks later, I don't remember correctly, he broke up with me. He went to my house and broke up with me. Why? Because I was not willing to have the nitty-gritty with him. And that was my first experience with someone trying to lower my standards. And we learn to never lower those standards. It was not going to happen. And what did I lost? A guy who was probably only going to use me for sex. So I didn't lose much. Hence, guys, having standards is not bad. If you can match, once again, there's the door. You can go. Nobody is forcing you to stay. You can go if you feel like you cannot match my standards. Bye. But you don't have to have a tantrum over the fact that you don't meet my standards. You can go quietly. Don't embarrass yourself. Applies for both. For everyone. Applies for everyone. Don't allow people to just because. And once again, like in a lot of scenarios that I've seen online, it's literally the bare minimum. And there's literally it's so funny. And there's literally guys trying to convince you that men need to be cheating because it's in their effing nature. Like, boy, do you know that probably women have bigger sex drive than you? And most of us don't need to be out there cheating. So your standard should not be someone loyal, as in, because that's literally the bare minimum. If you cannot be loyal, once again, that's the door. Go find yourself someone that wants to be in an open relationship with. Go and try maybe polygamy. Go and have one night stands. Go and waste somebody else's time. Why? We need to start setting boundaries, guys, and being strong with those boundaries. And we need to start leveling up our standards, because I feel like it needs to happen. Your partner. So I saw a TikTok about this, not about this, but about the next thing I'm going to say. I saw a TikTok a few weeks ago, last week, I don't remember correctly, about a girl saying that his husband was not her best friend, that your partner should not be your best friend. Beg to disagree, because do you know what type of relationship is stronger than actual romantic relationships? Platonic relationships. And what are those? Those are friendships. So a strong friendship gives you a lot of beautiful things, and I'm going to be talking about that in the next episode. So friendships are very powerful tools, and it's a very powerful thing. Tools, I don't know what I'm saying. So friendship is amazing. It fulfills you in ways that romantic relationships don't. And that is why your partner, your husband, your wife should be your best friend. It should be your best friend. When the grounds of your relationship is friendship, it's perfect. And that's why friends to lovers, it's one of my favorite tropes, because it literally means it's like I'm choosing you. I know you. I know I forgot the word. I'm choosing you. I know your flaws. I know where you struggle. I know all of that. And I am still don't care. And I'm choosing you. And I want to work with you. And I want to build something with you. And there is nothing more beautiful in love than choosing each other every day. Like knowing that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty at times. We're going to struggle. But I am still choosing you. We are going to struggle. There are going to be bad times. but I'm still choosing you, and you are still my person, and that is a beautiful thing. So what I was going to say is that your partner should feel like your best friend. Your partner should be your safe space. You should want to do everything with this person, and that doesn't mean to neglect other relationships. Like, no, but this person should be the place, should be your home, as a feeling that this person should be where you go to when you are feeling down. And I know it might sound like, but that's too much. Love is too much. Love is powerful, and love as houses, as a home, need a lot of repairs, need constant maintenance. That is love. And it makes me really sad that as a generation we are too scared to love, because what if there's something better out there? No, there isn't. No, there isn't. You build something better. What if they hurt me? It's okay. You learned something from it. You loved. You give your all while it lasted. There's nothing much more sad than never had love. I think that's how you say it. Just love, and if the person doesn't love you back or stops loving you, that doesn't mean your love is less valuable. It's just as beautiful and as important. It's just in the wrong place. And I love that phrase that is like, if you could love the wrong person, imagine when you love the right one. So please, as a generation, I am begging you guys, before we end, see, this episode was kind of short because I don't want to say nothing. This was a very, very quick let's make sure we're on the same page thing. So before we go, let's be clear that, number one, we don't do situationships anymore. You have 3 months to get to know me, and if by the end of the 3 months you are still but I'm not sure, bye. And it doesn't matter if, but he's trying and he's not trying enough, because if he wanted, he would. And if he won't, somebody else will. I love that. Okay, let me get close to the camera for the guys that are watching from YouTube, and you guys that are listening. Just, you can see my undies. If he wanted to, if they wanted to, they would. But if they won't, somebody else will. So get your things, and if he won't leave, just you leave and leave them there. So yeah, we don't do situationships. You have 3 months, otherwise bye, Patricia. Don't be afraid to ask the tough questions. Where are we going? What are we? Do we have the same goals? Are we going to the same place? Number 3, be willing to love. Be willing to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there. Number 4, it's communicate your needs and don't lower your standards if someone cannot meet them. Don't push your non-negotiables because you met this guy that seems to be right on paper, but there's just one thing that is non-negotiable for you that is missing. If he was the right person for you, he would have all your non-negotiables. If he doesn't, now I remember something else. That's the last thing I'm going to say. If he doesn't, then that's okay. You'll meet someone else. Number 5, I think it's love takes time. It takes work. It takes compromise. it's not easy. It's not a fairy tale. So be willing to put the work. And I'm not saying that you should struggle and you should be suffering. No. What I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that there won't be always happy times. And when the bad times show up, you need to work through them. Because when the bad things pop out and when the bad things show up, you guys need to work together because you are a team. And you have the same goal, that is to build this relationship. And you need to work together to maintain that. And last but not least, and this is very, very important that I almost forgot, that I haven't said, but I'm also going to get close to this. You cannot change him. You cannot change them. That's not your job. You are not a therapist. Let's leave behind this. But I can change him behavior. No, you can. No, you won't. Just leave it be. You deserve so much better than trying to make him, make her, or make them someone that they are not. So be mindful of that. And I think that's all. I just wanted to make sure that we are clear, because I feel like it's necessary every once in a while to have these conversations, and I'm literally talking to you as a friend. And yes, I am a very not soft-spoken friend when it comes to these things, because it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart to see someone giving their all and the other person just there existing and wasting their time. Like, I literally almost lost a friendship once because she could not see that this guy was not loving her the way she wanted to be loved, and she kept asking me, and I just had like a meltdown. I was like, he's not that into you. Why can you not see it? It was in a very bad place. And yeah, that broke the friendship for a while. But we're back on good terms again. and I'm going to be honest, I learned that honesty is good, but there's a time and a place for everything. So that's it, guys. That's it for this special episode. I honestly hope you guys find love in a romantic way, because we already have love. I already have love. I already have my friends. I already have my family that I love very, very much, and they make me super happy. But I still want that romantic connection with someone. And I really hope that every one of us that is looking for that special bond with another human being, that is not necessarily soulmates, because I feel like I already found my soulmates in my friends. They're literally like the nicest people I've ever met, and I love them so much. But this bond with someone else that has the same like friend situation and like build something beautiful together, I want that. And I hope that each and every one of us in this beautiful community that wants that can find it. My voice is cracking. I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I'm very pinky today. It's not Valentine's Day yet, so it's actually Wednesday. I'm going to edit this tomorrow, Thursday, to post it on Friday. It's today when you guys are hearing it. I have my own plan. I'm going to watch my favorite TV shows, and I'm going to put a puzzle together that I bought last week, and I'm very excited about it. I'm going to read my books. I'm reading when I went back to reading, which I love. I am reading Demons and Angels by Dan Brown. I think that's how you translate it. Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. It's very entertaining for me because I love me some drama and some I don't know, thriller. Yeah, that's how you say it. What are you guys' plans for today? What are you guys doing? That's my plan. I won't be going anywhere. I am going to be home with my aunt and my grandma, and we are going to probably just do what we do every single day, which is just watch TV and eat. That's it, guys. Thank you for listening to this special episode for Valentine's Day. Once again, my voice is cracking because the weather is funny. It's been raining this last days, and I already have like a predisposition for sickness with my throat. I don't know if that's how you say it, but anyways. Thank you once again for listening. I hope you have a very nice Friday, and I hope you had a very nice Valentine's Day yesterday, Thursday, if you celebrated. That's it. Thank you guys for being my Valentine today. I forgot to ask you, but thank you for it. Thank you for being my Valentine today. I hope you guys find love in a romantic way, if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. Not everyone's cup of tea. Please remember, we are available to listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Castbox. You can watch and listen on YouTube as Feeling Life Out. We have a Instagram page, Feeling Life Out the podcast. You can follow me on my personal social media. It's also in the description. That's it. Thank you for listening. See you next week with the new episode that's going to be called. I already know the name of the episode. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I already know. See you next week on Lonely Generation. Last episode of February. Remember that you are love. That's very, very important. You are love. You are the epitome. Epitome? That's how you say it? Epitome? I don't know how you say that. You are love. You are amazing. You are great. You have everything good. I don't know why I say that. Please remember that you are love. You are great. You are amazing. You are talented. You are everything. You are charismatic. You have a beautiful smile. You have gorgeous eyes. You are funny. You are intelligent. You are someone's dream person. Yeah, I saw this today. Don't think that don't think that you are spending Valentine's alone. Think that someone is spending Valentine's without you. So yeah, see, you are just amazing. And there's someone out there for you. I know it. You are amazing. You are loved. You are loved. You are talented. You are needed in this world. Your presence is needed. You are appreciated. Your talent is needed. Your intelligence is needed. Your kindness is needed. I love you very, 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 very much from here to the next galaxy. And that's it for today. See you next week. Bye.